For Blackwatch tartan, have you heard there being any negative feelings, if as they fought against the Jacobites, or are there any other tartans that might raise some similar negative opinion? He's concerned about if he purchases one, he doesn't want to be caught in the crossfire that he's not necessarily part of.
Understood.
Right. Not. I would say this respectfully. That's an American view on it. Period. Americans are much more concerned about doing it right or not offending somebody or whatever than the Scots or the Irish or the Brits in general, are. It's just, it is what it is. There's no hard feelings per se. We've gone into this a little bit. I talked to a few people who are either Irish or from Ireland who now live in Scotland about, hey, what are your feelings on wearing the Blackwatch tartan, in Ireland kind of thing. And their response was, yeah, it's not a thing. That wasn't an issue.
Yeah. Period.
You're looked at as Scottish if you're wearing a Blackwatch tartan in Ireland.
What they see is a kilt.
Yeah. They don't see we are, as Americans, not we, but in the general, we are associating more meaning to certain things than Scots would. We are associating less meaning to certain things than Scots would. It's just different cultures. You're not growing up in it. I didn't grow up in it. Eric didn't grow up in it.
Yeah.
So we had to learn all of this stuff, but it's not how it is viewed. So I wouldn't put too much stock in offending someone wearing the Blackwatch tartan or wearing a tartan that's going to offend someone outside of either military tartans or tartans that are associated with a certain group, Masonic tartan, things like that, where members of that group, if they're diehard Masons or diehard law enforcement, and, you shouldn't be wearing that because you're not a police officer, you're not a Mason, that kind of thing. But in general, there's none that are going to have that, that amount of meaning. And most people who aren't a police officer, who aren't a Mason, who aren't, insert group X here, are not. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of other tartans to wear, so just pick a different one.
I would say the slight exception would be that some people do bear grudges, either quasi-seriously or just kind of good-natured ribbing against the Campbells. Part Campbell here, by the way. And, yeah, I know. Now I can't be on the show anymore. And Blackwatch, of course, is a tartan associated with the Campbells, Campbell tartan. And so sometimes you'll get that, oh, you dirty Campbell kind of a thing. But it's also so generic, Blackwatch is. It's not really a thing. Yeah. I would say consider a different tartan just for the sake of doing something that is a little more interesting. A little more exciting. A little less wedding rental.
To use my other phrase, it's not a thing. Don't make it a thing.
Don't make it a thing.
It's not a thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Unless, if your great-great-great-great-grandfather died at Glencoe, then, maybe it's a thing for you. But,
Fair.
Yeah. But for the most part, you're fine.